Hi guys, welcome to the next section, From Data to Decisions, Getting Started with TensorFlow. Now, we move on to the first video of this section that deals with taking decisions based on data, Titanic example. The growing demand for data is a key challenge. Decision support teams such as institutional research and business intelligence often cannot take the right decisions on how to expand their business and research outcomes from a huge collection of data. Although data plays an important role in driving the decision. However, in reality, taking the right decision at the right time is the goal. In other words, the goal is the decision support, not the data support. This can be achieved through an advanced use of data management and analytics. Let's see data value chain for making decisions. This diagram shows the data chain towards taking actual decisions, that is, the goal. The value chains start through the data discovery stage consisting of several steps such as data collection and annotating data preparation, and then organizing them in a logical order having the desired flow. Then comes the data integration for establishing a common data representation of the data. Since the target is to take the right decision, for future reference having the appropriate provenance of the data, that is, where it comes from, is important. Well, now your data is somehow integrated into a presentable format. It's time for the data exploration stage, which consists of several steps, such as analyzing the integrated data and visualization, before taking the actions to take on the basis of the interpreted results. However, is this enough before taking the right decision? Probably not. The reason is that it lacks enough analytics, which eventually helps to take the decision with an actionable insight. Predictive analytics comes in here to fill the gap between. But going into this deeper, we need to know about the data of passengers traveling in the Titanic during the disaster, so that we can develop a predictive model that can be used for survival analysis. The dataset can be downloaded from this URL. The dataset has survival with two labels, 0 for no and 1 for yes. Next is the P class, which is a proxy for the socioeconomic status of a passenger that is categorized as upper, middle, and lower. Next field is sex, as male or female. Another field is age, that is, age in years. SIBSP field signifies the family relationship. Parch defines family relations as parent equals to mother, father, and child equals to daughter, son, stepdaughter, stepson. Some children traveled only with a nanny, therefore Parch equals to 0 for them. The next field is ticket, as ticket number. Further, the dataset has fare, which is the passenger ticket fare. Next is cabin, which displays the cabin number. The last field is embarked 3 ports. The ultimate target of using this dataset is to predict what kind of people survived the Titanic disaster. However, a bit of exploratory analysis of the dataset is a mandate. At first, we will import necessary packages and libraries. Next, we will read the dataset and create a pandas data frame. Before drawing the distribution of the dataset, let's specify the parameters for the graph. After that, we will draw a bar diagram for showing who survived versus who did not. This is the bar diagram. Next, we will plot a graph showing survival by age. Here is the graph that shows survival by age. Now, we will plot a graph showing distribution of the passengers' classes. We will then plot a kernel density estimate of the subset of the first class passenger's age. Using these lines of code, we will plot a graph showing passengers per boarding location. Now, let's install and configure TensorFlow. You can install and use TensorFlow on a number of platforms such as Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. Moreover, you can also build and install TensorFlow from the latest GitHub source of TensorFlow. You can install the CPU version of the TensorFlow. If it is already installed, you can upgrade it using the pip install upgrade TensorFlow command. Now we will test our TensorFlow installation. We will open a new Python notebook. First, we will import the warnings. We will start with the popular TensorFlow alias TF. If our favorite Python interpreter doesn't complain, then we're ready to start using TensorFlow. Now, to verify our installation, just type and execute this command. If the installation is OK, you'll see this output.